Mr. Sullivan? Mrs. Wainwright? In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, PL 1975 C231 Sunshine Law, copies of the public meeting notice were sent to the Burlington County Times and Trenton Times and posted to the district website.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Okay, sorry. Just for superintendent's report review of the 21-22 school year, 99% of our students graduated on time. We had 37 students complete graduation requirements through New Jersey Department of Education portfolio, PSAT, or the ASVAB requirements. Also, we had our submission of our student discipline. We're waiting for finalization from the Department of Ed. That included 38 instances of removal for students at the high school, 8 removal at the Riverfront School, and 0 at the elementary school, with a review of the HIB for a district-wide of 9 HIB confirmations from the 21-22 school year. We also received our NJSLA performance reviews. Those will be disseminated to the board shortly with a review and a comparison to the Start Strong data that is being completed right now. That's all I have for 21-22. We're going to do a brief presentation for the foundation grant recipients. Ms. Fazekas, if you would.
Tonight, we would like to congratulate the winners of the Florence Township Education Foundation grants for the 22-23 school year. Our first one is Robin Kaminer. This is the second year for this award. It is called Games Galore, and she does an amazing job taking games that we all know and love as we were growing up and changing them to help the students learn their different things and basic skills, from sounds and syllables to letters. And I'm very honored to say that her and Elise Ulster will be presenting at the West Jersey Reading Council. So they'll be sharing this grant with different teachers throughout the state. So very proud to add that to her grant. Our next one is Robotics for kindergarten and first grade for Becky Jensen. Students in all the grades, including pre-K and our autism and special ed rooms, will gain a sense of achievement and growth in basic coding concepts.
So they use little robots to read color instead of reading. So they'll get little color maps and the robots ride over the mat and it tells them what codes to use. So even the preschoolers who can't read can use it by putting colors down on the board.
And this will also be used on our STEAM Saturdays throughout the year, so congratulations. The next grant is Osmo. The next grant is Osmo, Ms. Jackie McDermott, Real Play, Real Learning. So the objective of this grant is to create critical thinkers in kindergarten. The pieces that she has gets attached to iPads, and it helps them with shapes and letters and different things in the kindergarten classroom. Miss Elise Holster, Reading for All Learners, was able to order extra books for the basic skills. These books offer high interest and low level dependable books them get back their love of reading even for the struggling. Congratulations. Our next one is Steve at home. Unfortunately, Laura Schreiber could not be with us this evening, but she will be creating STEAM activities for the students to take home. Even if they can't make the Saturday activities, the families can do different things, science, technology, art, and math at home with families. And then for the high school, we have professional theater artists coming in to do guest speaking. There will be 5 professional theater artists who will come in to discuss real-world perspective with our different students in Mark's class. So congratulations on all of you.
Mr. Hogan? Mr. Butler, Mr. Hogan? While we're waiting for Mr. Hogan, we'll have the student council make a statement.
Good evening. My name is Cody Siaka Martin, and I am the Board of Education representative of Student Council for the 2022-2023 year. I will be attending the meetings. There we go. I will be attending the meetings to give you a rundown of what is happening in our high school. This year unofficially began on August 28th with the orientation for the freshmen, which the Student Council Executive Board conducted. The students shared tips and important information with the members of the class of 2026. On Tuesday, September 6th, we welcomed students back to school. Many student activities and clubs are beginning to meet. The National Honor Society has also begun meeting and assisted with the Black Back to School Night on Thursday, September 15th. Each member of NHS will be required to perform 30 hours of community service for the school. The Interact Club will hold its first meeting tomorrow,
September 27th. The group is planning several service projects. Each member is asked to participate in 40 hours of service for the school year. Our school yearbook is now on sale. Books can be purchased for $70 until January 28th. After that date, the price will increase to $8. Pen and plans are available. Student Council is currently planning activities. Suggested dates are Monday, October 3rd, Second Day, Tuesday, October 4th, Wit and Glamour, Wednesday, October 5th, Jazz and Jersey, Thursday, October 6th, Colorboard. In addition, we also have the following events planned. Monday, October 3rd, class dinner, student volleyball game, and the PM schedule. October 4th, homecoming tour, AM assembly, pumpkin decorating contest, 2:20 p.m. to 3:20 p.m. in the courtyard. Thursday, October 6th, 2022, class review competition, nut games, and the PM schedule. This week will conclude with the football game on Friday night and the homecoming dance on Saturday evening. Our hope is to have 100% participation from the Florence students. Thank you for the time this evening, and I look forward to working with you throughout the school year and continuing to learn all that you need on Florence. Now, back to Mr. Hogan.
All right, I'm here tonight to present awards to 2 of our most outstanding students. The College Board is recognizing these. Louder? Okay. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. So I'm here tonight to present 2 awards to 2 of our most outstanding senior students. The College Board has reached out to us because of the exceptional people that they are. So I'm going to call them both up simultaneously. The first student is Krisha Patel, and the second student is Bella Obeyanju. Come on up. All right, so here we go. So with Krisha, congratulations to Krisha Patel. Approximately 1.5 million students. 1.5 million students took the PSAT last year, and 11th graders took the PSAT last year, and Krisha scored amongst the top 50,000 students. So as a result, the College Board is recognizing her with a letter of commendation, and it is my privilege to present you with this letter. Krisha, congratulations. Also here with us tonight is Bella, and Bella is being nationally recognized in four different ways. So based on her PSAT performance, she is being recognized for the National African American Recognition Award, the National Hispanic Recognition Award, the National Rural and Small Town Award, and the National Indigenous Award. So congratulations to Bella.
Community Forum 1. Members of the public are invited to submit comments pertaining only to the board agenda during this public comment portion of the meeting. General comments not necessarily pertaining to the agenda are invited to be submitted during the public comment portion at the end of this meeting. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, the board will not publicly discuss personnel matters. This portion of the meeting is not a question and answer session. The board will not respond to comments made by members of the public during this portion of the meeting. However, the board will give all comments appropriate consideration and will refer all individual complaints to the superintendent of schools or administration for resolution. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes duration and not to exceed a total of 30 minutes. I have a motion and a second for open community forum 1. Motion by Sullivan, second by Hopkins. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing no one, the motion is closed. Community Forum 1. Motion by Sullivan, second by Garasi. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Second by Pascal. second for the approval of administration items A01 through A04. Motion by Sullivan. Second by Cardinal. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Any questions? I need a motion and a second for business item B01 through B07. Motion by Garachi. Second by Costa. Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Policy, I need a motion and a second for items P01. What's the zero? Motion by Bennett, second by Sullivan. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? For curriculum and instruction, I need a motion and a second to approve items C01 and C02. Motion by Cardinal. Second by Garachi. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? I need a motion and a second for personnel items P01 to P07. Motion by Conkey. Second by Garachi. Any questions?
Mrs. Lodge?
Yes.
Cartier?
Yes.
Conkey? Costa? Sullivan? Wainwright? Nutter?
Oh, we've done personnel. Thank you.
Sheree Norfleet.
Jonathan Diamond.
Jennifer Papp.
All of that's information to be question, and we're going to go from right to left, and then circle through. So Jennifer, could you support a board decision you did not vote in favor of? Why or why not?
I definitely supported for something that I didn't necessarily vote for. Ultimately, having a Board of Education is about coming to an agreement, and sometimes we can't come to complete agreement, but if the majority feels that the decision is right, I would most definitely support it.
I agree with that approach. I may not always have the same opinion as everyone, but there's a board for a reason. It's not run by one person. So if it's the majority opinion of the board, then that's what's to be executed upon.
Okay. I also would agree. I mean, we all are not always going to agree, but as a team and the majority votes on a certain thing and I don't agree, I definitely would just support it.
There you go. We're good.
All right. Jonathan, what is your vision for education in this community?
Yep. I hope it's a place where everyone's able to get equal education. I hope it's a place where people are allowed to pursue opportunities or interests, whether that be at the collegiate level or possibly in a trade, but where people have the freedom to be able to explore what their interests are and be able to get a quality education.
I would like the district to be a place where kids feel safe. Every kid in the district gets an equal, fair education. They're able to express themselves. They're able to participate in extracurricular activities and sports, and not only just to prepare them for college, but just to make them well-rounded students and potential adults in society.
Okay, maybe I'll just, it's okay. That's all right, I'll use my teacher voice, it's no problem. So ultimately, I believe much of what I was thinking has already been said. I would like our schools most certainly to be inclusive. I would like us to make sure that we're serving all types of children. In many years ago, especially when I was in school, the focus was entirely on children going to college. We didn't speak a whole lot about other options, but I'd like to see the many options addressed. I'd like to continue to see wonderful programs like I saw coming up, especially in the elementary school. I saw there was one in the high school through the grants that were given out. I think those are great projects. And of course, as a parent, and especially as a child, I was especially excited to see some of these projects were for children who have limited reading skills, as my son is a limited reader at this point.
How does the school board balance providing quality education with the need to respond to the local taxpayer burden?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How does the school board balance providing quality education with the need to respond to the local taxpayer burden?
I think there is a balance. I mean, I think the board has as a parent who attends the board meetings, I would just like to say that I am an active participant and I am a taxpayer. So I do enjoy coming to the meetings and to hear what's going on within the district, and also, have a voice and express my concerns and what goes on in our school district. So I do see the balance within the board and with the taxpayers also.
Yes, please.
How does the school board balance providing quality education with the need to respond to the local taxpayer burden?
Sure. I think there's a cost-benefit analysis to everything. Obviously, taxpayer funds aren't unlimited, so you need to be able to decide what you can provide using the resources that you have that are going to be able to contribute best to children's educations. I work in finance, and I understand that you can't have everything you want. There's budgets for a reason, but you need to be able to use the funds and resources that you have to be able to come up with the best plan, to be able to deliver to the highest quality.
That was helpful, thank you.
How does the school board balance providing quality education with the need to respond to the local taxpayer burden?
Well, this certainly is a very difficult question to respond to. I believe part of the balance is making sure that we are carefully looking at how we're dividing up funds on a yearly basis. In addition to that, sometimes you need to be a little bit creative. We can't raise taxes beyond what our taxpayers can afford, but at the same time, we don't want to hurt our children in any way. So sometimes you need to look for other opportunities. There are grant opportunities there. Sometimes there are people in the community who are willing to help out in ways that we may not have necessarily known about. Sometimes donations come in from places you may not have expected them to come from. So reaching out to your local community may be a way to get past some of those limitations that finances can put in the way. I'll try to get this thing all for you. Okay.
Given the various needs of education today, budget, COVID, post-pandemic, mental health, shortages in meetings of all students. How can the board stay focused?
Oh my, that is a hard one. Ultimately, a board does have to listen to everything that's going on. I mean, there are a lot of things that have to be taken into account, obviously. But at the same time, a board does need to remain focused on the ultimate responsibility, and that is serving our children. I think as a board, we need to be willing to listen to the stakeholders that come to the meetings. We need to talk to our teachers in the schools to get a better feel for what it is they feel is needed as well as what's lacking. And also talking to our administrators, of course, about these things. I would say that it is going to be very difficult for the board. I know, especially as, for example, I know there is a recession that's predicted if it's not already starting. It's going to be a very difficult thing when it comes to determining how taxes, will go up, what we will devote our money to in this district, et cetera. I'm hoping that if I were a member of the board, that I would be able to help us all bring things back together to work together as a group in what could potentially be very contentious times.
I think organization is key, setting priorities for what needs to be handled first and what's going to be taking precedent in front of maybe other issues. I also think dividing and conquering could be a good remedy for this. Assigning tasks to those with the best experience or the best abilities to handle issues could be an efficient way to address all issues.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Given the various stages of education today, budget, COVID, post-pandemic, mental health, academic tasks, teacher shortages, meeting the needs of all students, how can the board stay focused?
The board can stay focused by just looking at what the priorities of the district is and making that essential to move forward with coming up with some plans, some goals, creating different groups and committees that can work on those priorities.
It is important for board members to spend a regular monthly meeting, work sessions, and committee meetings. How would you demonstrate your commitment to being an active member of the board?
Obviously showing up and showing up prepared. Obviously you said regularly attending is a critical part to this role. I understand that. I've been a member of the team practically my entire life, so I understand what commitments are, what they entail, and how to be a committed team player.
I attend a monthly meeting, so it wouldn't be a problem to continue to consistently attend all meetings and the work sessions.
Well, I most definitely would make it priority to attend all meetings, and work sessions, et cetera. I certainly would be here if I were a member of the board. I would make sure that I do the work that I need to do beforehand, so that when I do come into these meetings, they can be operated as efficiently as possible, and we can come to some decisions so we can get the real work done.
Please provide a financial team statement demonstrating your best practices.
Well, I've been consistently coming to the meetings for the past couple of years. I'm an active member. I do participate and advocate and express my concerns when during these meetings. I'm also active participant parent at Riverfront. I'm in the PTO. I run the book fair, some of the fundraisers within the school. So I already show my commitment that I do have for the district. And I do feel like I'm a good candidate for the Board of Education.
As someone who has been working in the field of education for over 20 years at this point, I feel that I have a pretty good understanding of the importance of education for our children, as well as the many issues affecting education that are far outside of the issues that
or accessible to individual children. However, having said that, I spoke to Ms. Northwood this week, and I do want to say that I think she is an excellent candidate. And while I would accept the position if it were given to me, I do believe that she is most deserving of this job.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to, can I just cut it?
Sure.
Thank you. But I also really do think she's a worthy candidate also,
I thank
you know.
Ms. Northwood.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. And I'll echo that. Obviously, they're very involved, very interested in what goes on in this community. It's been a pleasure to be able to interview before this committee. I'm not an educator. I work in business, so I think I'd be able to provide a bit of a different insight potentially to this. I'm also not a parent. I don't have any personal agenda being on this committee. It's rather that I just want to give back to this community, and I think education is a really important aspect.
So just in summary, we'll be reviewing this in the session and look to make decisions soon. Members of the public are invited to submit any general comments during the public comment portion of the meeting. The board pursuant to the Open Meeting Act will not publicly discuss personnel matters. This portion of the meeting is not a question and answer session. The board will not respond to comments made by members of the public during this portion of the meeting. However, the board will give all comments appropriate consideration and will refer all individual complaints to the superintendent of schools or administration for resolution. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes. Duration and not to exceed a total of 30 minutes. There is a motion and a second to open the meeting. Motion by Conklin, second by Sullivan. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? You got a race for the mic.
Sorry, straight on, I just want to make a comment. I don't know if this is like the athletic director concern or is it a riverfront issue, but when our students like sign up or register for a sport and we complete the paperwork and we drop it off at the school, like is there a way that we can just email saying fee and when it's been approved, like approved, because we don't find out until like the first day of practice that the paperwork was completed correctly, and then the student has to sit out until the parent, or the doctor, whatever. It's kind of not fair for the kids have to sit there and wait. Some kids don't even get the flight because the paperwork is not submitted correctly, or their parents are not even aware. So is there a way, I don't know if that's, again, like the athletic department, or is that something at Little Fun? So I'm not sure about the head school, but I know at Little Fun. Will be a practice plan, so that paperwork is not correct.
Thank you.
Mary Ellen Cassidy, Vice President of the SPA, Secretary at the Riverfront School. Address is 241 West Broad, Burlington. Good evening. I'm here this evening to speak on behalf of Kelly Rogers. The contract specifically states that the total number of days permitted for an illness or injury may be revised and extended by approval of the 6th Leave Plan Committee. Does this board want to be known as the board that is cutthroat and doesn't follow the contract, especially when it comes to being a basic human being and showing some compassion for a member of our staff? We have the sick leave bank for a reason. Kelly's illness is the reason. For someone who has catastrophic illness such as Kelly, they should not have to be worried about anything other than taking care of themselves and getting their treatment. Please respond your decision and give Kelly the days that she deserves as a member of this district for over 15 years. Please show some decency. Thank you.
Thank you for your leadership and faith. Kindness, compassion, caring, concern, and consideration. These are all words that people expect to learn. Yeah. Oh, we're back to this. These are all words that people expect teachers to teach their students. Why is it that the superintendent and the board have shown none of these qualities when thinking about one of their employees? I'm here speaking on behalf of Kelly Rogers. Kelly is the kindest, most caring person and has always instilled those beliefs in students. Now is the time for you as a board to show her that this board does have kindness and compassion in their hearts and faces has concern for others. Please consider giving Kelly the additional days needed to get her through the illness. Please be focused on getting better and not let her not more. Thank you.
Here this evening to speak on behalf of Kelly Rogers. Kelly has been a dedicated member of the staff of Florence for over 15 years. The kind Kelly is currently facing a disease that no one should ever have to face. She's been through numerous treatments without success, and currently she's in a clinical trial of post-cancer. I'm here tonight to show my support for her. Kelly needs the support of every member of the staff, administration, and this board. She doesn't need to be stressed over paid time off. She should be focused on her treatment and dealing with disease. I'm saddened to have learned that Kelly faces unpaid days when we have all donated to sick bank, and sick bank has been good. We should have voted to sick Kelly. The fact that any of this is being talked about is appalling and disgusting. The administration of the board always talks about mental health and taking care of oneself. Is this how the board chooses to portray itself as an uncaring group of people with immoral or ethical decision making? Kelly needs us to be in agreement right now and help her consistency. She doesn't need to be focused on whether she can pay her bills next week or whether she can get her treatment next week. It disgusts me that we have to stand up here tonight and discuss this topic. It is the uncaring nature of this board for this employee. I hope you will consider your decision. Thank you.
Elise Ulster, Roebling Elementary School basic skills teacher. I'm here to speak on behalf of Kelly Rogers as well. Mental health has been a primary focus for the last several years. Kelly's not only facing a devastating illness, but her mental health is being tested as well. The superintendent and Board of Education are adding stress by docking her days and denying her sick bank days. Please reconsider this life-altering decision. As someone who is also a recent cancer warrior, I had to speak on her behalf. She's fighting for her life, which takes all of her energy she has. Worrying about money should not be part of her stress and worry. Cancer is hard enough.
Hello, Shannon Gurgel, Riverfront School. I'm actually was asked to read a letter from Lauren DeVise, who is a BCBA in our district. Good evening. I had the pleasure of working with Kelly Rogers last year when she reached out regarding guidance on general classroom strategies. During my observation, Kelly was kind, flexible, and willing to do whatever was necessary to help her students succeed. She cares deeply for her learners and goes above and beyond to help create a safe and accepting environment. She has taken care of our students for years, and now it is our turn to help her in her time of need. Sincerely, Lauren DeVise, Masters of Education, BCBA.
Hello. Lynn Kramer, Florence resident, instructional assistant. I'm here to talk about Kelly as well. I have served as a member of the sick bank committee since there was a sick bank committee. We take every case seriously. We haven't approved every request for days. We look at each case and vote. The board has never questioned our decision. I don't understand why they are so set on not giving Kelly the days she has requested and we have approved. The days belong to us. The decision is ours to make. Thank you.
Mary Byrne, FDA President. I just wanted to reiterate what I said at the work session last week, that the days that Kelly needs are already budgeted for. They will not cost the district anything. If this happens to go further and we have arbitration or more disputing, it will cost the district a lot more money. We will ask for compensation for her pain and suffering. The decision not has been made. So again, there's an argument with the days being docked and the number of days we're giving her. So please reconsider.